Hi again, mums and dads. It's Jess from the Hub back with another video. This video is going to talk to you about how we start blending using letter sounds. We've already spoken about how we blend, how we do auditory blending using sounds that we say, getting children to put them together to build words. Now we're going to move on to letter sounds. Now, as you know, we've covered 6 sounds so far in the Hub. Now, if your child is one of those children that is not able to rapidly recall these 6 letters, it doesn't matter. It's just the stage they're at and they will get there, I promise. So don't worry. Even if they only have 3 or 4 of these under their belt, they can start this stage. If they don't have those under their belt, that is absolutely fine. Still crack on with blending, but stick to the auditory blending for now. Go back to the learning bulletin, look at those ideas for playing with these flashcards, and they will get it in no time. I promise, there is no rush. Okay, so as you know, so far we have covered the first 6 sounds. Those are S, A, T, P, I, N. Those are the first 6 sounds. Snap in. And we can use those to make any number of words, which is what we're going to do now. Now I've got a board here and I've stuck my letter sounds on. You can just do this on the table or the floor with your child. Obviously I just couldn't work out how to get my camera to see what I was doing. So let me show you a couple of ways that we can do this. So here are my letter sounds. What we encourage the children to do in the Hub is that we will point to the sounds, they will say them, and then we will run our finger underneath to get them to blend. So they know that that is the signal for it's time to blend. If they see a tap, they're just saying the individual letter. If we run our finger along, it's time to blend. Let me show you what that looks like with me just doing it. S, A, T, sat. So that's basically what it looks like. Now, as I mentioned in the last video, I've been encouraging the children to try to stretch the middle sound to help their blending. So let's see what that would look like. S, at, sat. And it's just been lovely to see the light bulbs go on when we started stretching that middle sound. You know, even after 10 years teaching this to so many children, I've tried something new and it's worked really well, and it's been really exciting to see that. Now, always our aim is to make this as enjoyable as possible, and sometimes just pointing and dragging doesn't cut it. So I'll show you something else that I've tried that's worked really well. Introducing a car or a vehicle, okay? So my daughter doesn't have cars, she has these Octonauts, so I'm going to just use one of these. This is how I've done it in the Hub with Lightning McQueen. We tap with the car and then we drive the car along to blend. Really simple. And what you could do actually also, if you're doing this on a piece of card, or if you've got one of these boards at home, is you could actually draw the road on. I'll probably be making some of these in the next few weeks in the Hub to help children, because we can use these ongoing. Excuse my wibbly road. So we would go s, at, sat, and they blend as they drive past. I hope that makes good sense. Okay, so things you might find, issues that you might come across when you're doing this with your child. You will probably find, and this is what I found with lots and lots of children, that when they say the sounds, they're confident. Yes, they can do s, at, but because we've been doing lots of work on actually learning these sounds, often, not so much for s, but these other shorter sounds, the children will go ah, 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 t, 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 t. That's because that's how I taught them the sounds initially. So if they do that, just get them to do it again and say, this time just say the sound once. So instead of s, s, ah, 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 t, 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 just s, at. That would be fine, we say. So you might find that they do that. One of the other common things that you'll find is that they get all the sounds when they say them. When they come to blend them, they'll miss the first sound. I have no idea why they do this. They all do it. So they'll go s, at, and you'll be like, where's the first sound gone? I don't know where it goes. But the way to fix that is to say, yes, you've got at, Now let's put the s on the front. So you can say s, at, and they've just got to put the two parts together rather than going back to the beginning. Just let them keep the bit they've worked out and help them to add on the front part. And blending, honestly, is just one of those things which takes time. It takes a lot of time. And if your child can get there with blending, regardless of how many, if they leave Jubilee with like 4 sounds, but they can blend with them, they are going to be in such good stead for school. So please don't worry if your child is finding it tricky. They all find it tricky. The majority of them find it tricky, and that's absolutely fine. Okay, so that's essentially how we blend. You can make lots of different words with these letter cards. You know, pin you can make. Again, in, pin, or they'll probably say in, and you have to help them put the b on the front. You might find also they manage to get the p at the beginning and they struggle to retain the third sound. Again, let them have p and help them say, okay, what's this then? P, and see if they can blend the two parts together rather than all the letters. I really hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, please come and ask me, and I'm more than happy to work with anybody to show you how you can support your child at home. Next video is going to show you segmenting, which is word building, and I give you some fun ideas for how you can use these letters to do a bit of that as well. Thanks for watching.